It's October in the year 2000. USS Cole is pulling into the Aden Harbor in Yemen in order to resupply and refuel. They're in the middle of mooring operations when a speedboat pulls alongside the starboard side. The crew, believing that the boat was there to assist in the mooring operations, does not view it as a threat, when all of a sudden, boom! An explosion, leaving a hole in the starboard side of the Cole about 20 by 40 feet in diameter. Luckily, 1,000 miles south is the 13th Marine Expeditionary Unit. President Clinton immediately gives the order for the 13th MU to mobilize and make its way to Aden, Yemen, to provide security and support for the USS Cole in order to repair it enough to get onto a floating dry dock and make its way back to Virginia to get rebuilt. That's just one example of what the Marines provide to America in order to, as part of its defense and security. The Marine Corps is often referred to as the 911 force. I'm going to cover a few reasons why I believe that the Marine Corps is a necessary and vital component of the United States military, despite what some legislators are suggesting that the Marine Corps as a whole be wiped out and merge into the Army or maybe even the Navy. But now you know what we're going to cover. Let me talk about a little bit about how. How can the President send in troops so rapidly? Well, that's easy. The War Powers Resolution was signed in 1973. It was signed by Congress and allows the President the ability to send armed forces, whether it be Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, into any country that the President feels that is needed, is warranted, for a period of 60 days without having approval from Congress or any other person for that matter. After 60 days, Congress has to convene and basically decide whether or not the military is deemed necessary in that country. And then after that point, if Congress deems it not necessary, the President has 30 days then after to remove those troops. So why the Marine Corps? Well, that's easy, because the Marine Corps is floating around on ships all over the world. We have what's called Marine Expeditionary Units. Marine Expeditionary Units are basically deployed on 3 ships carrying all the stuff they need to fight for 30 days with no external support, no fuel, no ammunition, no water, no band-aids, nothing. For 30 days the Marines can sustain. But now you know a little bit about how the President can send in the Marines so quickly and why they can send them in so quickly. Let's talk a little bit about Marine Corps doctrine. Marine Corps doctrine basically states within the Marine Corps MCDP 1 that the Marines will come in from the sea, hit land, and fight inward. Pretty simple. But the Army tried it, and they had a high casualty rate during World War II. Also during World War II, the Marine Corps was able to perfect it to such a point that we didn't have as many a percentage of loss as the Army did. And as a result, after World War II, the doctrine for the Marine Corps was stated that we will be an amphibious force coming from the sea to land, and we will fight. The Army's doctrine was basically written that they will occupy. They are great at occupying. They have the numbers, they have the training for occupying. And when we go in and we fight, we turn it over to the Army to do their mission afterwards. The two teams work great together, and I think there's no reason to change it. All right. But setting aside the doctrine, look at the budget itself. If you take the Marines and you roll them up into the Army or into the Navy, you're not saving the government any money, because the forces are still there. You still have to have the special trained units. You still have to have everything that you're having. You're just calling it something different. So where is our cost savings? There is none. So now I gave you a few reasons on why I believe that getting rid of the Marine Corps is a huge mistake. I believe that there's other ways to do it. There's other ways to cut. The Marine Corps is the smallest branch of the military with only 200,000 troops. So there's no reason to cut with it. Well, we are cutting within the Marine Corps, but there's no reason to abolish it.